everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be reviewing these BS small brushes. These are a set of 10 brushes. So I'm going to be reviewing each brush in detail and also show a demo on how you can use it. So before we start this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit on the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. So now let's get started. So this is how the brushes look like. They have a kind of golden metal to it. They came in a very simple sort of plastic bag. I don't have it right now obviously because I got these brushes around 2 years back, I think more than 2 years back, and I think that plastic bag had instructions written on them like how you can use each brush. And when I got these retail for around 900 rupees, and you get 10 brushes in this set. That means one brush costs less than 100 rupees. So each brush comes to less than 100 rupees. So it's really affordable for beginners who want to experiment with different kind of brushes. And currently I think they are even cheaper. I think they are just 500 or 600. I'm not sure, but I remember seeing something like that on Amazon. I got this from Amazon. And each brush is not too heavy, it's not too light, it's just a perfect weight. So now I'm going to be talking about each brush in detail, and also I'm going to be sharing how they perform. I'll also share the pros and cons of this entire set and my overall thoughts on it at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. So the first brush we have is a buffing brush. It's kind of dome shaped and it's densely packed and it's really good quality. It's really soft and it's really good quality because I've been using this since more than 2 years and it still performs really good. And this brush does not shed at all, like it's still performing really good even after 2 years. You can use this to apply your foundation. This works the best for foundation especially. You can sort of just buff this foundation all over your face. You can also sort of just pat on your blush or powder. You won't be able to blend with it because it's densely packed, it's not loosely packed. But if you have a cream blush, you can sort of just blend in the blush. Or if you want to apply a powder foundation, this brush is perfect for that. This feels and performs like a really high-end foundation brush. So if you want a really good foundation brush to kind of buff your foundation, this is a perfect brush. So I would give this 5 out of 5. Next brush is a flat brush. It's like a flat Kabuki brush. And again, the bristles are really soft and this is really very good quality. You can again blend in your foundation with this brush. Again, the bristles don't shed. If you want, you can pat on your powder with this or brush with this in a concentrated form. You won't be able to blend it because again, it is densely packed. It's not very loosely packed. But I like how this brush has this give. So it's really easy to kind of, move around your face and blend in your foundation. So these two are my favorite brushes from this collection. They perform really good for foundation. And again, I would rate this 5 out of 5. Next brush is again a flat brush, but it's kind of angled as you can see. Again, you can use this to apply your foundation if you want the brush to reach all over your places, all your face contours and everything. But I feel this brush wasn't really needed because you can do with those two brushes. If you want, you can also sort of apply your contour or bronzer with this. This brush's glue kind of came off because all the bristles, like, they just come in my hand. If I look at this, so much hair fall, like it's a lot. Okay, so I stopped using this brush. I think the water reacted with this glue or something like that, but I'll just give this brush 3 out of 5 rating because it performs well, but because of the shedding, I'll give it 3 out of 5, but still it worked for 2 years, so that's not bad. This brush set had also one more brush similar to this. It was kind of angled. I don't have it with me right now because I gave it to my mom because it was of no use to me because all these brushes perform exactly the same thing. You can use that brush to apply your powder, foundation, again the same things. So I'll rate it 4 out of 5 because you don't really need it. You can do without that brush, but it is good quality. Next brush is this dome shaped brush. It's kind of densely packed, but the end bristles are kind of loosely packed. They are not very loosely packed. You can sort of just apply your powder under your eyes or all over your face. You can use this for baking if you're into baking. You can sort of pat on the baking powder with this brush. You can also define your eyeshadow with this brush. If your eyeshadow is kind of outside your eye region, so you can take a little bit of powder and you can sort of erase that and it will really define your eye makeup. The bristles again don't shed and it's good quality. I'll rate this brush 3.5 out of 5 because it could have been more loosely packed for a better powder application. Now let's move on to the smaller brushes. They all are really long. As you can see, they are longer than my hand. The first brush we have here is a blending brush. It's actually big for the eyes. I use this brush to blend in my concealer. It works really great for that. also use this to blend in your eyeshadow or blend out the edges of the eyeshadow. But if you want a concentrated crease color, or if you want your crease shadow to be concentrated only on a smaller region, this brush won't do that because it's really big and it's loosely packed, so it's perfect for blending. You can also apply a highlighter with this brush if you want a really concentrated highlighter. I'll rate this brush 5 out of 5 because it blends the concealer really well. For your eyeshadow, it's not so great. You can use this, but for concealer, it's perfect. The next brush we have is a blending brush. It's sort of similar to the first brush which I showed, but this is not angled. The first brush which I showed was a little bit angled. Again, this is big, so you can't really concentrate your crease shadow to smaller region. If you want a really soft application and if you want to blend in your eyeshadow all over your lid or just outside of the lid, this brush is perfect for that. I will rate this brush 4 out of 5 because I wish this was a little bit smaller so that you can really, concentrate your crease color with this, but still it performs well. It's good to blend in your shadows. The next brush is this dome shaped brush. I'm not sure what is the actual use of this brush, but I used this brush to pat on my eyeshadow, a shimmery eyeshadow, and it performed well. I also use this brush to apply shadows underneath my eyes. You can also use this tip of the brush to apply highlighter in the inner corner of your eyes and also on your brow bone. I will rate this brush 3 out of 5 because it kind of pokes me in the eye. Like when I was applying the highlighter in my inner corner, it was poking me. It's because of the way the bristles are packed, but it performs well. The next brush is this densely packed angle sort of a brush. I'm not sure what this brush is supposed to do. I assume this is used to blend out your concealer because this is densely packed. So you can just apply the concealer under your eyes and you can blend in with this. But I don't use it for that. I sort of use it to contour my nose with this. But still, I'm not sure why this brush is there, so I will give this 2.5 out of 5 because you can do without this brush. The next brush is this flat brush. I really have no idea what to do with this brush. I cannot think of anything. I've never even used this brush till now. This is round in shape, so I guess you can just apply dots all over your face in case you want that kind of makeup, or you're doing a clown makeup or something like that, or for Halloween. So I'll rate this 2 out of 5 because I can't figure out what to do with this, so it's not needed. So the only brushes I found useful are these 6 brushes. These 2 are the foundation brushes. This is the powder brush, this is the dome shaped small brush, and these 2 are the blending brushes. Rest of the brushes I'm not really sure, like you don't need them. So the pros of this brush set are they are really good quality, they seem really high end, they perform really well. They don't shed except for that one brush which I showed because of the glue. Something happened to the glue, but they don't feel cheap because the bristles are really soft. They are not really harsh because I've seen some cheap brushes in the market are really harsh and pokey on the skin. These brushes don't do that. They are really soft and they feel really nice on your skin. Even though only 6 brushes from this set seem useful, a 900 is still affordable for 6 brushes, and it's really good for beginners. And if you don't want to invest in really expensive brushes at your early stage, you can sort of play around and experiment with these brushes and then come to know what works best for you, and then invest in a better quality and expensive brushes. I mostly use pack brushes now, but back in the time when I could not afford even the pack brushes, I have used only this BS Mall set, and that is all I had. I even had the Vega brushes, but the eyeshadow brush is the only useful brushes from that collection. The blush brush was really very harsh. The cons of this set is there's no big fluffy brush to apply loose powder or blend out your powder brush or apply a bronzer. All the big densely packed brushes seem to work good with a cream blush or any cream products, but I feel they should have included at least one big fluffy brush. Also, they should have included a flat eyeshadow brush so you could just pat on shimmery shades or any eyeshadow on your lid. You could also use that brush to blend out your cream concealers or cream correctors. Also, they should have included a small blending brush to blend out your crease shadow. Also, a fan brush was missing from this collection. I love fan brushes to apply highlighters. I feel they are so easy to use and the application of highlighters looks so seamless and so nice. If they were to include these 4 brushes, this brush set would be an entire collection of makeup brushes which you will ever need. So overall, I'm really impressed with the quality of these brushes and how well these brushes perform, and I totally recommend this brush set to beginners. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. I upload new videos every Wednesday and every Saturday, so if you don't want to miss any video, you can just hit on the notification bell next to the red subscribe button. And please tell me in the comment section down below what kind of videos you would want me to make next, because I'm running out of ideas. So that's it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Today's video, I just spit. And I'll also share the pros and cons of this. I'll also share next. You can also use this